record a podcast. Harvey, that's what the family say. Let's record a podcast. They say, ska du record en podden? In their Nordic accents. Black Coffee Worship podcasting. Am I recording? I hope so. Let me check. If you've listened to the other podcasts, you know there's a sort of anxiety that happens when you're recording with gear. And that is that I've done it before, I've done it twice. So there's a Lumix GX9 video camera that I must say that only records for 29 minutes, so I need to keep an eye on the time as well. And then there is my portable mobile Tascam. You have to click once to record on there, and then once to arm the track on there, and then once to record it. Anyway, I've done a full podcast before, and I forgot to click record, so yeah, rookie mistakes. But it is doubling here, so let's record a podcast in podden, as they say in the Scandinavians. Paul here, Black Coffee Worship podcasts. It's been a while. I say that on every single one, actually. It's been a while because it fucking has. So that's life, you know. We get busy and things happen, and yeah, that's how it goes. So this podcast, I've done the old spiel. I tried again. Do you know what? I just couldn't get used to it. You can get apps for like tablets or whatever it is. So you're like a news reporter, like a teleprompter thing. But the problem with me is I can't read for shit. So I can't do the read and text. So when I read text and over on a screen that's going, I start to slow down. So I do a little here, black metal, who single origin, house coffee, high grade. And I watched myself back, and so I drink like 666 cups of coffee a day. I'm very lively and comical and active, and I watched myself back, and I was like a fucking robot, just talking straight into the camera. It was so funny, but yeah. So bullet points, spiels, I think is the best for me. Let's have another sip of this. Svart kaffe, black metal huskaffe is what we're drinking in the house here at the caves of BCW. I think this will be the last podcast for this year. I didn't do a count of how many we did because I don't want to, but yeah, I always say I hope to do more and more because they're so fun to do, edit and record. Time is never our friends, is it, in life? So but you know, we should learn a lot from what we do with Fika and Fika culture, where we make time for friends and coffee and pause and stuff, and try and build that into our podcast in the pod then. Because everybody asks me, are you doing another podcast? When are you doing this? So, you know, the ideas are there, but time is never our friend. That is a great coffee, if I can say so. So, podcast November 2026. My little spiel, little bullet points I've put down is kind of just going to go through 4 things on this Black Coffee Black Metal podcast with Black Coffee Worship. I'm going to talk about the new bags that have landed that I'm super stoked about. I'm going to do like a wrap up of 2025 to say what we've gone through and yeah, how it all went and shit. And then 2026, what's to come, and then our newest stock locations where we've got our bags and merch and stuff located, because it's always changing every year. It goes through. But first, let's talk about these new bags that finally came. I bigged these up on the gram loads because it took forever to make them. From start to finish, it was over a year for sure. I'm not talking about the print, and you know that takes time. I'm still waiting for bags to be, you know, landing over and shit. But the actual, to get them right, how I wanted them, the colour fade, everything that we wanted, the print quality. One big thing we wanted was obviously to be eco, but we got that. I'll go into that in a second. But they're finally here, like a kid in a candy store or a goth in a coffee shop, and they came out perfect. I'm so stoked and happy how they came out, and all that hard work and effort paid off. So the notes I've made about these coffee bags here. So if you don't know, I am an eco-beaut I'm an absolute eco warrior. I do everything. I've got 2 recycling bins. I do eco on everything I can possibly think of. And I get that probably from all my family ways and what they do. I've got my dad's got t-shirts that are older than me. That's how much he's an eco warrior. To hold on to them and doesn't give them away or doesn't bin them or anything like that. Doesn't buy new. So eco-friendly printed bags, 100% recyclable. That was a funny word to learn and say. On the bottom it says all hail the bean, 100% recyclable bags. These bags are for our single origin coffees. So we've got the 2 here. We're starting out with putting them down, see how it goes, and then obviously try and roll them out to everything. But the Goth bags are still going through, but these are the ones that are single origin bags. And yeah, they came out stunning, as they say in Wales. Photography for this, I just wanted to touch base a little bit on the photographs that we did. So, obviously, from Göteborg, Gothenburg in Sverige, there's lots of forests in Scandinavia with the Nordic vibes and things that we happen. My dad, he lives up northeast, near Newcastle, in the County Durham area. And way over in a hill in a distance, we were having a cup of coffee, and I said, have you ever been up there to those, like, what looked like pine forest in the distance on the top? He said, no, never been there. Let's try and find it. Let's go and find it. So we drove round, we finally Google mapped it, found a little park bay, and we went up there. And it was like, it's a fucking Norwegian spruce tree farm, basically, is what it is. So I was like, this is sick that this is actually here on the doorstep. And it reminded us so much of Sweden back home. So, Lumix GX9 camera taken up. I'll try and obviously hold it up to the camera and I'll send a photo up if it doesn't come through clear. But I'll try and explain it as well for the Spotify podcast. It's a grain effect, analog film effect, black and white photograph that I took on top of that hill within the Norwegian spruce forest. And we used that back and front, and then we just slapped our logos over it. But the sky was so moody on the day. It was so atmospheric. I was like taking the photo and I could hear true atmospheric black metal playing in my head as I was taking the photos, and I thought this is going to be awesome. So it's super cool that we were able to use that photo. I took it with my dad on top of that hill near his place, and it reminded us of the land where obviously we are from. So yeah, they landed, got more to come, and then we're bagging up. They've gone down an absolute treat, all the shops and the people that have bought them. Thank you so much, Skål, to you guys. Everybody says they look absolutely rad. They feel great. They're eco-printed, 100% recyclable. Some people actually aren't binning them. They're just like holding them as mementos or frame them, put them on a shelf and stuff. Or somebody put it on their fridge, made a sticker out of it, which was really, really cool. But we've got 2 single origins inside these bags at the moment, and we have the Nordic Black Coffee, Nordic Svart Kaffe, and obviously the Black Metal Huskaffe. This is what we drink in-house over here. I haven't spoken about these coffees together on a podcast before, so I'll just read you the quick bullet points that we've got down for the tasting notes, where they're from, and just your normal shit like that. But we've had the Nordic one came out this year, and the Hus one's been out for a little while. It's the go-to day drinker. So I'm going to talk about the Black Metal Hus coffee, cafe first on these ones. So here's the spiel and the breakdown. Black Metal Hus, single origin house coffee, speciality coffee, high grade from Black Coffee Worship. Offering a strong, go-to, dark, bitter, full-body coffee. A great choice for drinking over and over and over again. So I drink about 666 of these cups a day. It's my take on day drinking diner coffee. That sort of, cafetiere glass pouring coffee. It's diner coffee style, like really, really good and just smooth, and you can just drink it all the time. So a special high-grade coffee sourced from single origin Guatemala, Huahuatenango. It's an inside joke there for the way we pronounce that. Medium dark roasted goth coffee, strength 5, flavour 6, body 6 is what we're doing on those ones there. And now in the new printed Black Coffee Worship single origin bags. Moving on, our second single origin that we have at the moment is one of my favourites, Nordic Svart Kaffe, Nordic Black Coffee. Nordic Black Coffee, a true Nordic ultra-light coffee roast for all your Scandi Fika Fix, a special single-origin, natural, hand-picked and sun-dried sourced coffee. A different offering from BCW current dark ranges, as Nordic Scandi coffee is much more lighter, floral, aromatic, bright, sweet tone, pushing on the fruit forward and acidity notes, light roasted. So I drink, like a lot of Scandi Scorn Rust Cafe, dark roasted coffee. It's just what I like. I've always liked dark roasted coffee. So a lot of work went into this to research and find what true Nordic coffee is today, 2025, because I speak to my family back home, and they drink like dark as shit coffee, like blacker than black, super bitter, like Italian roast coffee. But the modern day cool coffee, Nordic coffee, is super light roast, clear, aromatic, floral. So this is totally different from anything I was into and drinking, and it's really come on board with me. And yeah, do you know what? People can taste the difference, obviously, when they're drinking it cup for cup. But I'm sticking on the Hoos today. But if you haven't tried it, give it a go. It's way different from all our other ones. So be prepared and be one that might taste a little bit almost like sour tasting. It gets these at the back of your mouth sort of thing. But give it a go. Send us an email, DM us, let us know what you think on the Nordic Svart Kaffe, true Nordic light roast coffee, strength 4, flavour 6, body 2, that we go down for those ones. So they're the new bags wanted to break down and cut through at the moment that we've got on offer for our single origin range. Checking the time. And yeah, like I said, absolutely stoked how they came out. We've got them stocked. They look so cool. And I'm, dead proud of myself to how they came out and stuff. And they look so cool on shelves. And seeing the bags in people's houses, obviously tagged on photos, it melts my little Swedish black goth heart to see them knocking around at the moment. So that's it for the bags. Moving on for a other point, which was the 2025 wrap up for BCW Black Coffee Worship. So again, I've done little bullet points here for what we've got up to and what's happened in 2025. So the massive thing, just for me, that happened in 2025, I snapped my other knee. I snapped my other ACL in my other knee. So that's my left one gone, and I've had it replaced. My right one, well, take it back 6 years, right one, ice hockey, playing ice hockey, snapped that one, ACL reconstruction surgery, and had that one repaired. Then this one was skiing with my dad and my brother, and snapped that one. So just the rule of thumb there is look after your knees. You only get 2, and if they're not there, you have to get them replaced. So this one's been replaced, 6 months old now. I do Nehab every single day. I drink lots of coffee to get through and stay caffeinated to do that. And then to look down to see what was happened and how it's happened 2025 for the wrap up. To do this with a one snap knee, then a replacement knee put in, it was a real pat on the back moment for myself, I must say, that a lot of stuff happened. I launched the Nordic Black Coffee in 2025, and it came out and it went down a treat. Like I said, it was a bit of a gamble to do. It was super different from all my other coffees. I was a bit worried about how the cult would take it, because people come back to drink the coffee that they know, and it's medium to dark roast coffee with Black Coffee Worship. It's ultra goth, that's what we do. And this was totally different, and that some people were into it. Some people weren't into it. My dad can't stand it. It's too sour. Goes back up here. Dead Cats is his one, my dad's, but this one was launched. I did the t-shirt run, the screen printed in-house here at the Caves of Worship, and we launched that. Went down a treat, and still going down a treat now, and it is a part of our single origin range here at Black Coffee Worship. We've got bags into Red Brick Sheffield with Festively Dead stand. So shout out to Stuart from Festively Dead here. He's my boy. He's my boo. He's my baby. He's my absolute bro. Brother from another mother and father, as he says. And yeah, he helps out massively. Our bags are stocked at his store. So we've got Sheffield there as well, Red Brick, as well as our home here in Liverpool, Red Brick Liverpool, which is our home. The address is at the back, Red Brick Liverpool, on these new printed bags. We have done ultra buttload of collabs like we usually do. Collabs work and they go down a treat with people. We do likes of Vestia Band, True Cult Coffee in America. That was like a real bucket list moment for me. Oaken Throne, Temple 7, the Midsummer one. We also did the Pumpkin Spice Round 2. That also went down a treat as well with Dead Cats Club. We did a different infusion style this time and put them into bigger bags. So 48-hour infusion, and they infused more in the bigger bags we found. So people said they dig the taste and how that went down on those. We hooked up with and linked up now with AeroPress UK official to stock AeroPress through Black Coffee Worship, which was again like a pinch me moment. And we did collabo post on Instagram with buttload of following, and it's great to have that direct link with the AeroPress reps here in the UK. We did Call of the Crow Fest. Thank you to Rebecca, Paul, and the team there that put us on for that. We had an absolute blast. It was so cool. I don't know if I have the vinyl down here, but oh, here it is. Yes, it was so cool to go and vend that place. And a little bucket list here thing was for us. We got to see Crypt Dan from Sverige. She brought them over and got them to play their set there. So I got the vinyl and got it signed. Snacka svenska to dem grabbar. All the folk in there. I nearly broke the vinyl as it came out the packet. And they bought coffee. They took back coffee and they got a few t-shirts. They loved the ABBA t-shirt that we do. Sold quite a few of those ABBA t-shirts. The headliners of the whole fest, they were wearing them as well. And it was awesome to see. So yeah, Call of the Crow Fest went down an absolute storm, and we loved to be there. When finally, the wrap-up big thing here, we set up our second shop, market space, at the Goths Playground in Birmingham, which was awesome. So they were always on our radar when they first set up. It wasn't the time for us to go there just yet. We're getting there and stuff. So we finally got set up. The stand's up now. We're fully stocked. The sign's up. And shout out to Stuart from Festively Dead again. Absolute legend. I can't get to Birmingham at the moment and restock, and I send him the coffee and he restocks for me, so it's a massive help. So big thanks to Stuart from Festively Dead for doing that for us and helping you guys out, because some Brummies have messaged to say this is awesome that you're finally here, and they're going picking up the bags in there, so you can get all the bags there, all the classics from Goths Playground, Digbeth, Birmingham as well. And that was the 2025 wrap. I had a blast, apart from snapping the knee and getting it replaced. But the other one, I keep checking the time because the camera can only record for 29 minutes and then it cuts off. So I just need to make sure it doesn't cut off and I'm still talking, because I've done that before in the past and it sucks. 2026. What will 2026 bring for Black Coffee Worship? 2026 will be the 6-year birthday to come on the 6th of the 6th, 2026. I did a post, it was quite funny. I did a post this year to say it's our birthday, but I can't do anything because I'm drugged up out of my fucking tits because I've had my knee replaced. And I went, happy 6-year birthday. It wasn't our 6-year birthday at all. It was our 5th-year birthday. So I was that fucking high. I didn't realise what year it was. So 2026 is our 6th year Black Coffee Worship, which is crazy to think about. And it's crazy from the idea that started with Black Coffee Worship in a car park in Liverpool, thinking, I'd like to do my own coffee one time, to now having shops, locations, website that's absolutely running, screen printing all the shit in house, roasting this coffee and posting it out. It's so cool. And on to the fucking next 666 years after that. We've got 2 festivals. This is the first time I've announced this, so it's on the podcast. It's a podcast special. We notoriously don't do markets and festivals and stuff. We're doing 2 festivals next year, where we're guaranteed and confirmed for. So, drum roll, or blast beat roll, is we're doing the Woods in July, part of Darkness Over Cumbria crew, which is the 10th to the 12th. So, Friday the 10th is the first day, and then the Saturday, the 11th. We sadly can't get there on the Friday, but what we're doing, we will be there super early on the Saturday the 11th morning, serving that coffee for everybody to be waking up on that Saturday. And then we're actually going to shoot on the Sunday, so we'll be serving coffee on the pack down day when everybody's packing the gear, the tents, rolling them up. Come grab a coffee, get in your car, stay rad, stay hydrated, and get on the road sort of thing. So that's what we're doing this time. We're doing the Saturday-Sunday bout of the Woods Festival, 10th to the 12th of July. And then the second, last festival that we'll be doing in 2026 is 10-year celebration of Darkness Over Cumbria. We're so stoked we got onto that one. 25th to the 27th of September. So again, Friday the 25th, we're landing on Saturday the 26th, super early, coffee will be hot, and then we'll be there for the pack down day on the Sunday as well. So this is a new thing that we're going to try this year. Skip the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and see how we get on those. So the Woods and Darkness Over Cumbria is what we're doing next year, which is awesome. So that's the first time I've announced that we're going to be doing that. And we are super stoked to get there. We'll be doing more new limited edition collabs to come, as we always do here. I've nearly got one fucking sick band signed that it's a proper like pinch me moment. Like, Black Coffee Worship's nearly 6 years old, and for the bands that I've been able to work with, it's been so sick, and it's opened gates for new things. And this band here, if it goes off, I don't want to jinx myself and it doesn't happen, but if it goes off, it'll be absolutely awesome, and that'll be to come. With the new bags, this is a question I wanted to ask you. If you wanted to either comment below or however, get in touch with us. With the new bags that look fucking sick, do you know any spaces where they might look cool on shelves? I've applied to a bunch of places, but the problem I'm having is it's satanic as fuck. So some places might not like it on their shelves, but think cafes, record stores, tattoo studios also stock it, which is cool. DM me and let me know, and I'm more than happy to give them a call or send them a videoed message and see what happens there. Our current locations, to give you an idea, is obviously we've got the Red Brick Liverpool and Sheffield, Goth Playground, that's ours, but we stock Black City Records in Bristol, have done for years, Raven Records in Camden, London ways, Tough Love, St Leonard's Records, and then Woolston Coffee as well. They've got our bags stocked. The Coven as well, that's another place that we have. But that is the wrap up. So do let me know if you know anywhere else that would like to have these cool looking bags on their shelves. And I'm about to finish this coffee and maybe have another one. But that was the wrap up of 2025. Yeah, it is 2025. I keep thinking it's a different year, but the Mocha Master as well is making an absolute great brew for us at the moment. And there's nothing left to say on this one. I'll probably do some more podcasts in the new year. Keep your eyes peeled for new things that are happening. And thank you so much for a rad year here at the Caves of Worship with Black Coffee Worship 2025. Here's to the next 666 years. I say that all the time. Black Coffee Worship will never die. We will be going forever, for sure. Stay rad, stay hydrated,